Good afternoon, Internet. I'm your host, HazelPlace89. Welcome to City Skylines 1. We are in Old Samville today, and we are over where we laid out kind of roads and stuff for farms and whatnot. So, guess what we're going to do today? We're going to get some farms in. Over in Brooks, off camera, I expanded the district just a little bit to this side, but what I want to do, let's expand it on these hills as well. And I also applied the European suburbia district. So whenever we place our residential houses, there'll be these nice residential, these nice fun buildings, because I like the way that those look. And I feel like it would be nice in this area. So before we get started, I'm going to lay down some water pipes right under the road where they belong. As our friend City Planner Plays would say. So I hope everyone's having a great day. I am having a good day. All things considered, it's a Monday. But you know, Mondays are fine. Without Mondays, we wouldn't have work weeks, I guess. Silver lining. So, yeah. I'm gonna get these bad boys in like so. Just kind of spread them out just like this, because I feel like we're gonna have some potential public transport in this episode as well. I'm feeling confident that we can get that in, so we will see where life takes us. So we have water pipes right under the roads there. So now what we need to do for the first thing that we need to do to get farms in, we go to our industries, we grab the little tractor here, and we need to place down a main farm building. Now I'm going to place the main farm building right about here. And so as you can see, we have unlocked immediately small grain silo, small animal pasture, crop fields, and small fruit fields. So basically, what I'm going to come through and do is I'm going to come through and we're going to have just some fields out and about. Okay, so we'll come back here. I'm going to grab our small crop field for now, and I think what we'll do is we're going to place it. I'm going to spread our district down actually just a little bit. Oop, that's the wrong one. Here we go. I'm gonna stretch it to include these areas. They need to be here. Yeah, like that. All right, so before we kind of skedaddle on over, let's just temporarily put a power line there. What we'll do in the future is we'll grab one of the what are those things called? The earthquake sensors, and use it as like a jumper thing. Kind of like a method, if you will, that'll jump power if we need to jump the power between the two. So, with that said, let's come in here. We're going to take a look and see what we can do in the way of placing things down. What I'm going to try to do is we're going to grab a... I think I like the idea of having it one off, but I don't think it's going to let me. So we'll just put one right here, here, and here. So those are the small crop fields. Now, I like the way that they look, but I think I'm going to... Let's do corn. Let's do corn right off the bat. And this will contribute to some of our industry demand, which is always a great thing. It's always delightful. Now what I want to do back here, let's take some of these bad boys out. I wonder if we can get a fruit field back here. I think I like the idea of having an orchard behind our main building. So what do we have? I think I see where I'll need to place the road. Kind of right in the middle there. So we're going to come back. We're going to grab a dirt gravel path. Put you there. Let's readjust our water pipe then. And we will put that right here. Alright. Come back through. Grab our... too close. So we need to put it back a number of units. We need to put it back 2, I think. We'll figure it out. So we can put it, I think, here actually. And let's just worry about that after a while. Okay, let's try it again. Meh, that'll work. It's not as close as I'd like it to be, but it'll do. Okay, so I see the problem. There's not any resources there, so that's fine. We can replace it. Let's place it out front then. So as people are driving past, they can see the orchard. So I want to come through and we're gonna place, let's do apples, because I like apples. Apples are nice. We're gonna do apples like so. And then what we'll do after we do that, after a while when we detail, we'll come through and we'll extend our orchard with some apple trees, because I think we can get that in. And now the last thing that we want to add in, actually not the last thing, but what we could do, let's add maybe an animal farm. What is this? We could do a small animal pasture, and I think we could get by by putting it there. And this will take crops from our fields, and they will take crops from our fields and feed the animals. So we're going to do that. And then temporarily for now, we'll do this. What do we want? I think we want just normal old cows, to be honest. I think normal old cows will be fine. And then we could probably add some like farming decals and assets and things and whatnot. And so the last thing that we want to do, we want to get some storage in here. So what I think we'll do is I want to come through maybe here. We can add a silo. Now we need to make sure, we need to keep an eye on our money. And I think I want to get a silo right here. Then I think maybe we can get a silo right here. So yeah, delightful. Delightful. And now since we're working on farming, right? I think what I like the idea of doing is let's look and see if we have them. We do. We have warehouses now, which is amazing. Now our roundabout's red in the traffic view, but honestly it's fine. But anyway, we have warehouses. What I think I want to do is I want to get a warehouse over in our industry area, just to kind of make that a thing that happens. So let's grab our thin 4-lane, and we're just gonna spread this way. And I think what we'll do, let's just grab you. How many can we go? 17, 18, 19. Oh, we'll just go 18 for now. Delete you, and then I think we'll just go down and we'll go all the way to 12 units. All the way to 12 units and just connect them up. All right. Let's see if I can get a better node. I cannot get a better node. Oh, that's because it's not the right street. So we're going to upgrade actually this to our delightful 4-lane industry road. And we're just going to connectify that right on up. Do this. And then we will do, let's just go about 15. That's fine. I don't mind it. It's a very abrupt bridge, but you know, we're going for, I don't know. I'm going to fix that. Okay, so let's get our step. We're going to put our step all the way down. Delete you. Let's go 10. Go down 2. Go 10 and go down 2. So we'll have a little bit better of a slope. So yeah, I don't know. I like smooth slopes. And if you do it right, you can get a reasonably smooth slope in vanilla without having to use mods. So just get your step all the way down, find a division of whatever kind of road you want to use. So like if you want a 20 unit slope and you want it to be smooth, go down 10 and then drop your use page down or whatever it is on controller to do that. So yeah, we have that going for us, which is nice. And now what I want to do is I want to take a look and see what we can do in the way of zoning for homes. But let's zone for homes this way first. Let's take a look at our residential district. Let's go ahead. We're going to spread this all the way down here, but I don't want to touch the couplet. So we're going to just delete off of the couplet like so. And do something like this. And if our couplet gets a little ugly, we can just come through, hold down the right click button, and just follow the road just so we can get some nice deleted zoning. And I think the same thing will work on the railroad track. Yeah. So we have Brooks is the area. And now what I want to do is I'm going to come through and I'm going to add roads. I'm going to add just the normal 2-lane road on the boundary of where our district is, which will be about right here, which is totally cool. So we have this. Let's do this. We'll go about 20 units. And then I think we'll just go 20 units this way. Let me get our terrain view on so we can see our topography. Like so. Just there at the bottom of a hill, which is going to be totally fine. So let's just delete that for now. Let's take a look and see. So we have 16 units by 14 units. So realistically what we could do is we could make a curve 13, 14, like so. And I'm going to delete that. Then I'll grab our straight segment. We'll do this, like so. So now we have a fun little curve there, which is always a good time. And now let's grab this and we're going to turn on our freeform road tool. I want to turn off snap to road guidelines and we're going to follow the hill as best we can. And then after a while we'll come back and adjust as we need to. Something like this. I mean, really, that's not a terrible slope, so that's totally fine. And so what we'll do, let's kind of come down here, turn on our terrain view again, and we will grab you, and then we will just kind of snap into the road, just so we can have some zoning up here on the hilltop, and I think that'll be kind of nice, to be honest. Now, what I'm really wanting to focus on is going to be kind of like a nice fancy neighborhood. So what we'll do is I'm going to follow this road. Turn our road guidelines back on. We want to go, let's do about like this. Yeah. Turn on snapping. Do this. And then what we'll do, just some straight segments to come out like so. Then we'll do a little bit of, let's actually come off this way. Yeah, like that. Just some extra zoning there. That's fine. I don't mind it. And now what I like the idea of doing, we're going to come through with our terrain tool, grab our soften, and now let's turn off this right here. Get our brush size up a little bit. And I want to go from the bottom up. Like so. Something like this. Just so we can smooth out that little bit of terrain work there. Yeah, okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to retry that. Grab our level tool. Something like this. Yeah, that's much better. And now we'll grab our soften tool and try to soften this back out. Perfect. Look at that. Who would have thought? Alright, so now what we'll do, let's come down here where it's most immediate and just zone in some of these. I'm not going to be too picky with zoning. I think it'll be nice to have some fun shapes for our residents here. Like so. And then we will just kind of on all of that back right there. All right. So we have that. Oh, we need water. How sad. Okay, there we go. Oh, look at this. We have little cows. Moo indeed. We have cows. We have apples. We have corn, which is always fun because corn is essential to make cornbread. You can make cornmeal. You can make corn pops with corn. You know how it is. All right. So that's fun. Let's come through and we're going to have a little bit of commercial out here. Let's put some commercial on the corner. Something like so. And then maybe down here as well. Just so we can have some, a little bit of interest in the area. I almost forgot until I saw the notification, but we need water out here. So let's go ahead and do that. Water pipes under the street. And we'll do this, and then we'll just connect you up right there. Also, as you can see, we are kind of in need of water. So what I think I like the idea of doing is maybe grabbing a water pipe or a water tower and placing it in the farming area. Maybe back behind our farmhouse. I think that's a good idea. Jumps power a little bit, so that's cool. And then we can come back and detail it. I don't think I'll actually put too many like farming resources out here, but what we can do is because we zoned that special type of farming industry, we use the generic farming industry zoning type, district type. We can come through and we could add some little blocks of farming, like actual farming industry, not the specialized industry. These are specialized industry, but we have the district zoning type farming that. Okay, so that'll cover that. That'll help. This area I can foresee getting kind of busy. So we have money, but can we afford some form of public transport? We can do buses. We could do trolley bus, but I think I'm going to not do trolley bus. We could do trams, which is a fun time. But alas, we cannot do trains yet, but that's okay. So, theoretically, what we could do is we could get a bus line going if we wanted to. And I think we do want to do that. But what I think I want to do first is this block right here. I want to add some warehouses to help store some of our farming stuff and other things. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab a road. I'm going to grab our industry road, our two small industry road here. And I want to put you like so, but I want it to be off the main road. I don't want to put it directly on it. So what I'm going to do, let's go back to our industries. Let's get a small warehouse and see what that'll look like compared to a medium warehouse. Oh, it fits perfectly in this area. Is there going to be too much money? I don't think it'll be too much money. I think it'll be perfect. I think for now we can get by with a small warehouse. So let's put a small warehouse out right here. I'm actually going to delete it and flatten the pad out. So we're going to grab this height and we're just going to go all the way up like so. Something like this. Just so we can make sure that we have that. And that kind of gives us an interesting sight line. So if we wanted to bridge, which we will eventually probably bridge, we can jump across our railroad track. It'll be fine. So I'm going to try that again. So let's grab the road that we had. Let's go about right there. Find our warehouse. Add you back. Like so. Could we grab a small open air warehouse? We could, but I'm not going to. I don't really feel like it. Okay, so let's come back through. We'll soften out this area. And And I think that will have to do. We'll fix our mistakes with detailing after a while. So there's that. So we have water, we have power. Now let's check what resources we want to use. Let's do animal products, perhaps. Or alternatively, we could do, let's do zone farming industry products. Beautiful. And that gives us jobs, which is always fantastic. So, our roundabout is getting busy. All of this is getting kind of used. In last episode, we unlocked this tile. And I think what we're going to do after we hit a milestone, we're going to unlock this tile down here and then make an interchange similar to how we did over this direction. And look at this. Brooks Farm has reached level 2. So we have the flour mill, the bakery, farmers workers barracks, the cattle shed, and the small barn. What I think would be a good time is I think what we can do is we can add one of these special buildings that we just unlocked. So if we go back to our farming, we, as you can see, I'm going to expand this actually all the way down here. You know, I think we should be able to get all of our resources from here, but if not, we'll expand it. So anyway, let's go to our farm. So, there we are. Flour mill, cattle shed. Let's put the cattle shed kind of nearby to the cows. Let's put you across the road. Oh yeah, that's nice. And then we can add another animal pasture right here if we need to. So there's that. This gives us more jobs. So this transfers crops into animal products, meaning our little moo cows here go to animal products. So I think what we'll do, let's go ahead then. Yeah, let's go ahead and we will actually add another animal pasture out right there. Yeah, but I think I want this one to be piglets. Let's do pigs. Yeah, that's fine. And now let's just continue our expansion of our farm. So let's do some, get a flour mill in. That's gonna, I think the flour mill next to the railroad track is gonna be kind of a vibe, I'll be honest. Oh yeah. Skylines, baby. It fits perfectly. So I'm gonna stretch our road out just a hair, just so we can cover the entrance of that building. That's beautiful. And we've got water. So now all we have to do is connect power, which is gonna be this right here. Alternatively, what we could do, we could get another road, like a little stub of a road off, and do this. Let's just have a little building here. Why not? And I think we can get a little building there as well. Yeah, beautiful. So this is nice. I think this is going to be our screenshot for this episode. Beautiful. So we have our flour mill. We have our cattle shed. We have pigs now. Look at them. Look at the little pigs. Look at them. Wink, wink. All right. So that's fun. I'm a fan. Could we potentially maybe get some residential as well? This would be a fun place for residential. It's like just on the edge of the fertile soil. So what I think we might do is we might do something similar. Maybe stretch this road out and connect it up. But we'll see. We'll see where the episode takes us. We still have this whole side of residential that we want to put in. So I think we're going to go ahead and do that. So let's right-click, delete that. That needs to be filled in. Oh no! I messed up. Oh, we don't really have any commercials, so that is funny. So we do have residential demand though. So let's go ahead. We're going to put in just some blocks of residential zoning up here. Now let's make sure that we have water pipes, and we do not. Let's do that. I promise though, we are going to get public transport in eventually at some point. And hopefully, I feel like it will have that in sooner rather than later. I would very much like to get it in very quickly. But since we're focusing on farming aspect of the city today to help that industry, we might have to wait just a little bit for our public transport. But we're gonna get that, I promise. I'm not gonna neglect public transport like we did in Orden's Fin. So with that said, I think what I'm going to do is we're going to come through. We're going to continue expanding out our farm, continue expanding some of their residential, maybe add some homes up on these hills over here, because this is going to be great site viewpoints up here. Because just imagine that these are your homes, like this is your house, and you're just chilling at the top of this hill. And you look out, and there's this huge, beautiful lake. Ah, so good. I think that'll be a fun viewpoint. I think that sightline will be immaculate. There's only one thing that, there's only one way to figure out whether or not that's going to work, and that's to do it. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to... Big Town, baby, look at this. We've unlocked a tile, so I will unlock that. We're going to build our entryway. We have new policies everywhere. We have office specializations. I'm pretty sure we've got high density everything now. Yeah, high density residential, commercial, and office. But we'll take care of that after a while. We can do all sorts of fun stuff. This opens up so many possibilities. Now is the point in time in the life cycle of our city where we can relax and just start making money. I want to make sure that all of our public services are where they need to be as well. But we'll do that in an upcoming episode. For this episode, I want to come through and I want to definitely finish out our farmland. I want to get it to a 5-star by the end of the episode, and I think we can do it. And with all of that said, I will return momentarily. All right, welcome back. So, as you could probably tell, kind of all over the place with that little situation. But let's kind of go over what we've done. First, I kind of filled the rest of the zoning out up here. I think it looks kind of good actually. We added a dog park here, so I wanted to kind of I wanted this area to build up, and obviously a great way to do that is to have like parks. So I have a park kind of right in the middle of the residential area, and I think it looks kind of good. I wanted to keep the foliage over here, so we have like the oak trees still kind of exist. But what I think we'll do is let's come in with a smaller brush size, kind of a higher brush strength, and we'll just kind of hide some of these cliff faces with our tree brush. I don't want to go too crazy with it, just a couple little dots every now and then. But I think it gives character to the area. I like the idea of having like these homes all the way up here on the hilltop, kind of overlooking the area. So if we like look out, we can kind of see how beautiful that's gonna be. And then some people will have like lucky views through the tree lines. They'll be able to see our beautiful lake back here. So moving on, we did do a little bit more work in the farming area, which is fine. I love having the ability to zone normal industrial over the what's it called? Over the specialized industry zoning, right? We have like actual industry buildings with our industry painter tool to help grow stuff in. This doesn't make sense to me, but let's delete it and see what comes back. But yeah, I mean it's nice. We did get to level 3, which is amazing. So now what we're just working on is getting workers out here, which is totally fine. I added this little subdivision area here, and I think what we'll do with that as well is kind of come back in with our brush tool, our tree brush, and I want to line the couplet, kind of prevent all of that. But I want to be careful, because if we do too much painting with the trees, it'll remove some of our fertile ground. So I don't want to go too crazy into the light green area like that. But yeah, so we have this little neighborhood down here with the European suburbia theme. I just think that looks really cool. And I wanted to make sure that I had a nice buffer between the houses and this railroad track. It's very close. But I think what we could do, actually, let's go to our fenced line tool. And I think let's get some fencing all the way about right here. So we have, now that makes me feel a little better. So we have that, which is nice. Let's see if we can't sprinkle a little bit more down there. We can't, but what we can do is come through and manually place some trees right on the edge here. Really thicken up the foliage to really make sure that our sound pollution doesn't hurt these people's ears. Which is why that's there. And then I wanted to come through and make some connections over the railroad track like we were talking about. And I love the way that this bridge is turned out. I really do. Just some quick and dirty rock work through the underneath the bridge sections, just to kind of give it a little bit of character. And we used our industry road, which is being utilized, which is awesome, down to our just normal 2-lane. So I wanted to kind of make it to where it's very obvious where the main road is down here, and it's very clearly these bridges. And I think the bridges, they might be a little overkill, to be honest, but I like the way that they turned out. It gives us plenty of connectivity. And so whenever we end up connecting this, we will have this to connect over as well. So we have the bridge connecting through like so. And hopefully having this connection out here into this area will relieve some stress off of the 4-lane and this junction here, which is kind of the idea behind that movement, or behind that over here. That's why that exists. We have fire going on. I hope somebody goes out there and figures that out. Actually, let's take a look and see what fire coverage looks like. It is terrible out here. So what I think we'll do, let's just come through and we will have a firehouse. Where can we put a firehouse? I think I like the idea of having a firehouse maybe out here. So let's do that. Let's put a firehouse here. Let's get a police station just opposite. And then I think we'll be fine. Kind of really bring this area into its, you know, make it an actual town. Let's move our police station to the other side of the road. Yeah, much better. And the trains fit under perfectly, which is amazing. I love the way that looks. So, yeah, and then we just came through. We did a little fence work around our main building here. Some trees and bushes around our water tower to kind of make it look like it's overgrown. So, yeah, I mean, it's pretty simple. Also, half of these trees in our orchard we placed down. About from here down, we placed them because I wanted to extend it all the way down to the road. And then after we did that, shortly afterwards, we unlocked the medium fruit field. So we can go ahead actually and probably place one down. I kind of like the idea of getting it behind our thing, our big building there, but I think we'll just kind of wait. So yeah, our farm area is nice. I'm really pleased with the way that it came out. I really am. I'm very happy with it. And you know what, friends? I think that's going to be it for this episode. I want to thank you all so much for joining me on another episode of Old Samville today. I want to remind you, if you would feel so inclined, to feel free to hit that subscribe button and the like, and leave a comment down below letting me know what you think of what we've got going on here in Old Samville. I wanted to hit level 5 on our farms, but we didn't quite get there, but that's okay. We're over halfway there, so that's nice. Next episode, I want to make a point to make our connection and bring in public transport. But with all that said, I want to thank you once again for joining me. I appreciate all you do for the community with your views and likes and subscribes. They owe me a ton. So all that said, thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.